Charlotte, and we are here at the Roval here in Class B Fixed. They gave us 8 minutes of qualifying, but then I self-spun on my first lap, and so I had to reset, and now we're trying this again. I hadn't started the recording yet. I was going to start the recording once I got to the backstretch, so there wasn't as much downtime. So it's not like I just deleted the recording because I self-spun. I still might self-spin here. But yeah, we're in Class B here, Class B Fixed. The setup does not feel very good. I'm having a hard time feeling comfortable. And I don't know if this qualifying session has less rubber on the track or something than the practice session did, and it's just a lot slidier. Probably the case. I'm not sure. I can run a 25 was the best I could get down in practice. My optimal's around a 24.3, as you can see down there. But man, it is hard to not make mistakes. We got 20 laps of this, so that's going to be tough. We are car number 6, so I figured we go ahead and qualify here. We'll get spread out pretty quickly, I imagine. Now up here is where I self-spun just a second ago. And these flatter right-handers, let's just be nice and smooth through here if we can. Alright. Keeping it in second throughout this portion. It's going to start getting really slidey once the tires wear out. I'm worried what long run's going to be like. See if we can put down this lap without hitting the wall. Oh, terrible exit. Terrible exit to the long back straightaway. I think times have picked up. There's a 21 out there. We're not going to be anywhere near that. We got the back chicane. I'm leaving it in second gear pretty much the whole time, not even touching first. It's just too much wheel spin for me to handle. I don't know if we're going to out-qualify anybody, but we're going to at least put a lap down here, hopefully. We can keep from driving off in the final chicane. A little bit better entry. Can we get an exit? Alright, that wasn't too bad. 23.7. That'll put me 7th.
There's the flag. It's over.
So that's not terrible, I would say. Might be able to hang on for a top 10. Maybe. If we can avoid the mess and keep from wrecking ourselves. See if I can get my first lap to show up. I think this is when I exited the pits. You can see when I had to reset. But qualified basically in the middle of everyone who's put a lap in, so that's fine. We got all car numbers that are supposed to finish ahead of us, and then we got the 19 who put in a good lap there, so that's okay. If we could finish top 8, top 9, I'd be pretty happy with that. I am not feeling comfortable in this combo. Not sure if I've ever run the Xfinity car here. I probably have, but I can't remember. I know I've run NIS here in the Class A car several times. You know, when the track first came out, the updated version, I think I did run the B cars here. I think. But I don't remember if it was fixed or not. That was a long time ago. We will see if we can keep it underneath us for the whole 20 laps. That's going to feel like a long time around this place. We'll see if we can keep it clean into turn 1 as well. Once we get through the infield for the first time, we're going to be spread out pretty good, I'd imagine. We really, really need to be careful and just not overdrive the corners when we're in traffic. I'm having a hard time getting this thing to slow down. We need to be really on top of that, and hopefully we're not braking too early and get run over. You see, I just completely blow that corner and I'm already sliding, and then this is where I spin out, I think. Almost save it, and then loop it, and then the spotter's like, oh, you gotta reset and try again, otherwise the laps don't count, so I had to reset. I was just going to keep going from there, but had to reset. We're still sitting P7. Who we waiting on? We got the 1, the 3, 18, 19, and 21. The 1 and the 3 have put a lap in. The 19 has put a lap in. The 18 and the 21 has put a lap in. So, people that need to hit ready, I guess. If the 1 and the 3 haven't, I guess they've only done 1 lap. I don't know. But we'll have to wait the extra 8 seconds here before we can get to the grid. We'll see if we can have a clean race. It's all on road, iRating, and safety rating, so it doesn't really matter what happens. My road iRating's like 2100 or something, highest it's ever been by a considerable margin, and no reason for it to be that high. And we got this stinking sideways start up here, even on the Roval. Which makes no sense for the chicane, but whatever.
Alright, man, we got to line up on the left side here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we go green in the chicane.
1,928.
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
Pit road is closed.
Forgot we have to go through the chicane. I guess they have to do that in real life now, don't they? They have to go through the chicane for the start zone. Used to be in real life, they'd start on the front stretch for the first start, or for any restart, and then they do the chicane the first green lap. But iRacing has never had that kind of capability to have a different layout for a pace lap, as opposed to the green flag laps. So we've always started from the chicane, which can get us spread out and also can create some problems. We're going to be starting 7th, so that'll put us on the left, I guess. The inside lane. The left side lane. Which may be okay, I don't know. Have to try and get through the chicane and try and get through turn 1. And then we got to keep in mind that we're going to be really loose and slidey on cold tires down through those next right-handers on the infield, so that's going to be something to keep in mind.
2 sets of tires for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
2 sets of tires, which we should not be pitting if we don't wreck, so might as well leave those on. Because if we're wrecked and needing to pit, we're going to lose a lot of time anyway, so I guess we can change tires while we're at it.
It's the 5 car.
Alright, we are rolling. Somebody's starting from the pits. That might be a pretty good idea. I think we're going to be okay up here. But we do have a lot of people ahead of us here we're going to have to be careful of. We'll try our best. We'll try and keep it on the track. Once we can get spread out, it's just going to be about us racing the track and doing our best not to slide and take care of those tires for the long run to get it to the end of the race. Otherwise, if we're sliding around real early, tires are going to be so hot at the end that we're going to have very little control of the car. We will see what we can do. I've only raced the Roval here a couple of times since they've updated the chicane and made it so you have to slow down a lot more. I think I've maybe once or twice. I know we ran ARCA here one time, maybe 2 times when it was like that. This section is just really, really tough with these cars. It's so tight, so much understeer. If you get on it a little too early, you're just pushing so bad, turning into the Nascar oval, turn 1, and it just kills your run down the straightaway. Alrighty, coming around to the backstretch. How is this start gonna go? We will see.
I don't know why I elected to start back here. This is going to be scary, I feel.
See if we can hang on to a top 10. But if not, no big deal.
Oh, full lap, by the way.
Just went ahead and took the chicane there real tight in case the person on my outside didn't decide
Yeah,
to
you
go
want to
straight.
like start from the pits or something. Just take a drive-through to start off the race.
Yeah,
I mean, pole lap, absolutely unbelievable. I've not gone faster than a 23.0 before. I don't understand that one, but amazing lap, man.
Get ready.
top 5 must go
Alright.
faster to start the race.
Coming to the green. Everybody's ready to get going. I'm just starting in second. Probably should start in first, but we're coming to a complete stop here right when we're getting going, so it's not a huge deal, I don't think.
Green flag, green flag.
We are off.
20 more laps.
Alright, person on my outside was nice and patient with that. We don't get a very good exit because we're in second already, but that's fine. We're already single file, looking good. Nearly into the wall. As I'm looking in my mirror there, 19 grabs the inside wall a bit. Oh, don't run him over. We overdrove that a bit. Nice and patient. We already have a really nice gap behind us somehow, but I will take it for sure. No pressure there. Let's be nice and careful. Ooh, they're making contact.
Go left.
5 and the 19 come
Wow,
together.
just cut my nose off, man.
I'm sorry, man. I never got a right call. I'm sorry about that.
5 kind of pushed the 19 into the inside wall there, and he spun and luckily didn't bounce back too far in front of us. We were able to avoid that. Unfortunate for the 19 there. And now we are in a good position to just log some laps. Try and keep it from sliding. Sliding is the enemy in this car, in this rate, or in this track. We already find ourselves in a pretty nice bubble, which I can be happy about. Like I said, as soon as we get spread out, it's just going to be about racing the track. Doing our best to keep it underneath us. I was really slow entering turn 1 there. I don't know if we're going to have any speed for those guys ahead of us. It does not look like it. That's okay. We got a huge, huge gap behind us. There might have been another issue. We are in P6, right where we're supposed to be. After we get around the 19 with his spin. Or his incident with the 5. A little bit slidey there. We'll try and hang on to this spot, and you never know, could be some issues ahead of us. Oh man, just so bad through there. 21 behind us, 3 seconds back. Almost 3 seconds ahead of us now.
Appreciate it, Victor.
People can be a lot more aggressive through that backstretch chicane than I can be. I'm just so uncomfortable with it, with how tall those curbs are and how sharp the corner is, that I just have to be nice and safe. This one you can cut a lot, and I don't cut it enough. I make sure it's nice and safe as well. I don't feel like I'm diving in deep enough into 1 right now, but it's getting us through it, and we're gaining time behind us. Might just be another race where we're in a bubble by ourselves, but if we can finish top 6 without incident, I'll be very happy. I feel like I'm going really slow right now, but I think long run, that's going to be really good for the tires. Alright, finally we get a decent exit there. Still feels real slow, but didn't push as bad on exit that time. Almost 5 seconds behind us. No pressure back there. There could be some people who just started in the back
Get out of the way, man.
that might be able to make their way up. Like the 8 car has passed the 21, so he might be faster than us, and he'll definitely have time to get here if he is. Oh, we're overdriving this. There's a 1X.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap.
22.1.
Let's take the slow down. Should get it cleared there. That's fine. It's going to get harder and harder to slow the car down as the tires heat up as well. As you can tell, big slide there. 8 car, definitely quicker than us. That's where I spun before. Let's not do it again. So yeah, the 8 will definitely be passing us if he can keep it clean behind us. I would guess. He's already closed in quite a bit, and I don't know what I'm doing there. That's fine. We are definitely not fast, but if we can keep it clean, we'll be in good shape. This was not a good lap, though. Oh my gosh. Guy behind us is gaining a ton. Alright, can we slow down for this corner now? Maybe? Okay, we do. Man, it is just so understeery. They're still racing pretty close ahead of us, so there still could be some contact before this race is over. There's plenty of time left. So even if we do lose a spot to the 8, we can still maybe get 6th or better. But if they all keep it clean, we'll probably end up finishing 7th by the look of it. And who knows, the 19 might still be back there running okay. He might be able to catch back up. Looked like he was quicker than us with his Q lap. About to put it in the wall out of turn 2 here. We were just slowing down way too much for that, but I don't know any other way to get through it. Okay, that didn't feel too bad. That was a 24.5. It's alright. Cutting that a little bit too much. Driving that a little too hard. Loose out of there. Feel like I'm kind of out of rhythm here as we lose another half second. Seeing smoke everywhere, but not seeing any cars. So we got 3 or 4 people ahead of us that are racing pretty close, but they are all pulling away. That's fine though.
The leader did a 22.852.
We will never be able to hit a 22. I do not believe. Alright, let's break at the 2 marker there for turn 1. That felt better. I think I could maybe control that without overdriving it and hitting the wall. Maybe. Felt like a decent section right there. A little bit wide through that. It's going to hurt us for this left-hander. laps and get a really good exit there, though, for me. That felt good. That felt like the best infield we've done. Okay. We're slowly approaching halfway. We've still got a couple laps. Oh, nearly overdrove that. Nearly spun. Okay. A little bit wide. A little bit wide, a little bit sideways. That was bad. Follow up our best infield with our worst infield of the race so far. At least that's what it's feeling like. And we're going to smack that wall really hard, and we're going to spin. Okay, can we get back going?
You've got damage on the right side. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is...
Yeah, that was bad.
7 seconds.
Didn't think we'd spin there. We just needed to not do that. We'll see if we can pull back away from the 12, but we got some pretty good damage now. I thought I was just going to smack it. I just entered it way too hard, and that that section leading to the actual oval is just crazy, crazy difficult, and it just will not turn through that section. It's really hard for me. So that gets the 8 bias real easily, and now we're in trouble of losing it to the 12. But we might still be alright. It's not feeling too bad. Gotta watch the throttle, though. No more mistakes like that. That spin only lost us 1 spot that we were probably going to lose anyway. We gotta try and hold the 12 off now. And not overdrive this section again.
Bro, please.
Okay, that was a little bit better. So tight. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to hold the 12 off. Not looking so good now. Let's just focus on not making another big mistake. It's getting loose on full throttle now. Something to keep in mind.
Dude, I'm being so kind to you, bro. Come on.
Four-wheel slide there, felt like we're alright. I'm really on edge. Uncomfortably so. Really need to not make another mistake, but with how on edge we are, it's going to be hard for me not to jump over the edge.
Jesus
Since
Christ,
I'm
you're
so inconsistent here. On any road course, really. Oh my gosh, just no turn. The right front damage probably not helping that at all, but it didn't feel much better with a not broken car either. Oh my gosh, just no grip. We're okay. Decent exit there.
We have 10 to go this time by.
10 laps to go. We just hit the halfway mark. Must have been a mistake behind me. We got almost 3 seconds now. Not a huge mistake. He just lost about a second. But that's going to help us out quite a bit. We just need to keep it stable. Let's not slam the wall and spin again. Hopefully. This stupid corner and then this stupid corner. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. We can hold off to 12. We just got to be consistent. Got to try and be consistent here. Okay, that didn't feel too bad. Didn't feel too bad. I don't know why we're so high here in the corner. Sure we're getting slowed down enough for this. Okay. We got the 2, jump sideways a bit on me. Careful through the corner, that was slippery. Might need to brake a little bit earlier there now. Keep running wide in that corner, I don't know why. Watch the grass, okay. Alright. One more time here. Turn, please. Okay, finally. By one more time, I mean 8 more times. 3.2 behind us. Don't even need to worry about that. Just need to worry about hitting our marks.
The leader just did a 26.5.
The leader just did a 26. We were faster than the leader that time. I wonder if something happened or he got held up by lap traffic or something. That's 4 seconds slower than what he was just doing. I wonder if there was a mistake. Haven't seen anything really on track except for the 19 at the beginning and then our issue. Over 5 seconds now behind us, so he's been losing his time on that back stretch or that front stretch chicane. He must have made another mistake there or something. Really easy to get loose through there, and that can cost you a lot of time. Okay, let's not do that. They'll shoot it out to the right, and then the banking falls away, and then you'll end up in the grass. Okay. Turn. Alright. Not bad. I think the 14's actually catching us as well. He's only about 2.5 seconds behind the 12, so maybe they'll get to racing and let us pull away even further. Maybe. We do have some lap traffic coming up. That might have been what was slowing the leader down. Some smoke from brake lockup, probably. Really slow on entry that time. Alright, that wasn't too bad. 14's catching us like crazy fast now all of a sudden, which is good news because the 12 isn't really catching us, so he's gonna have to pass him before he has a chance at us, and he may run out of laps if we can keep it mistake-free. That's good that the 12's got pressure behind him to distract him from chasing us down. We still have a really good gap to both of them, though, right now, so we shouldn't really be worrying about it. Just hit our marks, like I'm kind of doing. Our very poor and lacking of practice braking marks and corners and everything. All right. 6 to go. Slowly winding this thing down. This feels like such a long one because you're so busy the whole time. Or maybe it doesn't feel like a long one because you're so busy the whole time. I don't know. It feels like I've been here forever, though. Usually when your hands are full and you don't get a break in the middle of the lap, it feels like it goes quicker, but I feel like I've been here forever. Alright. That felt extremely slow, but we actually gained a bit on both of them. Gained another second on the 12. He's only got a second lead over the 14 now. Oh man. Just about overdrove that catastrophically. That would have been 2 positions lost, probably. All right. 5 to go.
5 laps to go. It's going well. Keep at it.
Thanks, spotter. I feel like I'm doing okay. Even with that spin and slamming the wall. Like I said, that really only lost us 1 spot that we were gonna have a hard time keeping anyway. We might have been able to hold the 8 off had we not done that, but he was catching us pretty good. Any tiny little mistake, he would have closed in immediately. Like if we were hitting good laps, we were kind of holding steady with him. But I can't hit a good lap, quote unquote good lap for me every time. Okay, those guys behind us are right on top of each other. 14 actually just past the 12, it looks like. Slam the bottom of the car down, jumping those curbs. We have the 10 car who's a lap down. I missed a shift. 10 car is a lap down ahead of us here. Hopefully we can get by no issue. Really got to be careful with the curbs because they shove the nose so bad. All right. Like that. That's probably the worst corner to hit it. Shoving it out with that anti-cambered corner or apron or whatever it is on the left. We got the 10 who's pulling over or not. Not sure. He's staying wide. Thank you. Looked like he was going to come back down in front of me, but he might have hit the wall and was just gathering it back up. He stays out of the way. Thank you. Coming around to get 3 laps to go. No mistakes out of the front, guys. I'm like, I was first in the running order for mistakes. For big mistakes, like a spin. Unless you count the 19, I guess. He was ahead of me when he did his, but we're in the same spot, position-wise, when our mistakes happened. 6th place. That felt really bad. '14's definitely catching us. What did I say about hitting that curb? But he's going to run out of laps, I think, if we can just keep it smooth. He's not going to be able to catch us that quick. But given like 100 laps, he'd finish ahead of us for sure.
The leader just did a 24.6.
24.6. We're in the 26s now. So about 2 seconds off the pace, which is about what we've been the whole time. Alrighty. 2 to go. Leaders are probably not that far behind us on the F3.
Thank you. No problem.
Just got to get through these corners 2 more times. We should be home free. Alright, let's not hit that curb, maybe. Okay, good. Take that as close to the wall as you can get it. Don't get loose. Don't overdrive this corner. Leader should be getting white flag here in a second. Maybe. Oh, the 12 must have had another mistake. The 19 just got back around him. The 19 made up quite a bit of spots from his first incident. He's definitely quick. He would have beat us, I think, for sure. Had he been able to stay ahead of us. Never heard the white flag call for the leader, but we should be getting the white flag call.
White flag, 1 more lap to go.
Right now. 1 more sort of smooth lap. And we can get our P7. Which I am more than happy with. No need to overdrive anything. We got a big gap behind us. Alright. Get it through here. And we take that way too wide, but that's fine. We didn't slide off. That's what matters at this point.
A win.
Yeah, leader's about a half lap ahead of us. 2 more tricky corners. 2 more chicanes. And we're good. Oh, that was almost bad. We're fine.
Sorry about that, Austin.
You can take the curves with these, unlike the next gens. If you hit those, you start bouncing and it just auto spins you. Coming around, go through the front stretch chicane 1 more time, and we'll take our P7. I will take that. 1 fairly big mistake, but really didn't cost us anything. If we hadn't have done that, we maybe would have had a shot at holding the 8 off, but he was much quicker than we were. We were probably going to end up losing it anyway. So not a huge deal with that, so that is fine. Just made things a little bit more interesting, trying to hold the 12 and 14 off. And we get a crumpled up car to celebrate. Oh man. Let's go take a look at all the issues that happened. I did not see very many, but that doesn't mean there weren't very many. We get a camera angle or something. Alright. We did a 23.8, which is pretty good. What did I qualify with? Will it tell me? Yeah. 23.7, so right in line with what we did there. That's alright. We'll go back here. Control numpad 3 to cycle through the incidents. First up is going to be the 3 grabbing the wall, maybe. Yeah, a little bit of wall there. Then the 19 goes on the inside of the 5. 19 was a little bit wide there. He's trying to turn in. The 5 was kind of just following the 4. The 5 said he never got a right side call. Surprisingly. I don't know why. Every time I accidentally right click in the middle of the screen, that PM box pops up and I can't ever get it to go away. Yeah, I guess that's on the 5. He turned in and got him and spun him. And he has to wait all the way for everyone to get by. He still ends up getting 9th, so he was very fast. What was his fastest lap? 24.8. The tires are probably falling off pretty bad by that point. 88, 78, 79, 78 for the rears. You were using the rears up for sure. 15 back here running in 11th. He grabs that curb a little bit, maybe a little too much throttle. Does not keep it straight. Does a half spin. He loses a bunch of spots there. 11, pretty much the same thing, and then there's the 14. They keep that clean somehow. 3's going to grab the inside wall this time. Then the 8 is going to grab the inside wall a little bit, maybe. Ooh, the 11 overdrove that. Oh, he's going to hit that hard. Oh. He's trying to get other people in the wreck. Now he's clipping those curbs. He's going to spin again. Nobody else involved that time. He's got nobody behind him. 16 overdrive in turn 1. That's going to be the wall. Well, he did a really good job, actually, of just making it that light of a contact. In the 4, is he going to pull a me? He is, but that's what I thought mine was going to do, but I just hit it way too freaking hard. It bounced so bad and just spun it to the right. 11 going over bumps, I guess. Oh, man. Oh, man. Everybody was overdriving that. I thought the 9 was going to plow in the back of the green car, but he actually gets plowed in the back of by the guy behind him. 21. 13. Just gets on it a little too hard, trying not to hit that guy. Does a little half spin. And the 11 still trying to spin out. His tires must have just melted from his first incident and burnout and all that. Looks like he's got no grip whatsoever. Or either that or he's just full throttling it the whole time. Hits the wall pretty hard there. And downshifts and guns it up and spins it up to the right. I don't think we've gotten to my contact yet. It happened about halfway. Here it is. I just overdrive this left-hander and does not turn, and I smack it real hard right at the light. And that just hard enough to kick the rear end out, and then the front gets stuck, and then that gets the 8 bias, but thankfully that's all we lose. We can get it turned around real quick. And no big deal, really. 13 turns it to the left, but then it slides, and he can't get it back turned to the right. He is not going to make this corner, maybe, or maybe he will. Right in front of the 19. We got the 10 here. A little bit too much throttle. Gets the wall. Blinking. Every time I see people coming to this corner, it looks like they're overdriving it, but they actually make it most of the time. Something behind us was hitting the wall. Is that the 7? Yeah, 7 gets loose. He had just passed the 16, it looked like, and then he gets loose right there and gives it right back and more. That's unfortunate. 10 car. He's getting loose. Not hitting anything, though. Get the 16. Grabbing a little of that wall there. That's my favorite place to hit the wall. I think I hit that there in the last NIS race I did here, too. Hit that wall several times. I don't know, something about... It's like the corner is just weirdly shaped. Like this whole thing is a corner, but they got this little tiny straight bit in the middle of it. And it's just, there's so much understeer with whatever I'm driving, and it's really tough not to hit that wall. You run out of room really fast. 9 plows into the back of the 21. I think that was payback for when the 21 plowed into the back of the 9 on the backstretch, and is that gonna end in some retaliation from the 21? Some retaliation? Maybe not. I don't know if he can get to him now. '21 loose in front of the 20. 10 car locking it up there right in front of the leaders. I think that's the 19, or he's in 19th, and this is top 4. That's probably some of the smoke we saw. Oh, and 20 is going to get in the back of the 21, but neither of them spin. 21 misses it. But he does not come back up and hit him, so that's good. 19 is up to 10th at this point. He's going to grab my favorite wall. No one's been as good as me at grabbing it, though. I actually spun hitting it, and everyone else has just kind of glanced off of it and kept going. I've got that wall hitting and spinning for that section of the track down really well. 10 car not able to get it to turn. 7 downshifts or something there. And then it's just going to be curbs probably. Nothing. Inside wall. A little bit. Little tap. I don't know if anything else really happened with car contact. 4 cars drifting it. He's in P5. Got the 12, who's in 9th, and the 10, who's a lap down in front of him. He just kind of overdrives it there. That gets the 19 by the 12, though. That's who we were trying to stay ahead of. 17. It's really tight on the, because the road setups has to be balanced for left and right turns, so you don't get any help in the actual banked oval, so it's a lot tighter than it normally is. So it's easy to go up and hit the wall like that. 9 gets loose where I spun in qualifying. Inside wall there. We're on lap 20. 4 is still drifting it around turn 1, but he's getting it to work. 3 car. Oh, he might have hit that pretty good, actually. I think that is it. So good job to the 8, keeping it clean and getting by me by just not wrecking himself. And he starts P14. I think he was probably one of the first that didn't qualify. Yeah, he is actually. He is the first guy that didn't qualify, so that doesn't surprise me that he was able to work his way up and pass us by being much quicker. We start 7th and end up getting 7th, and only 3x, but we get 2 in qualifying as well, so. Overall, though, I think not too bad. We had that one big mistake, but it didn't end up costing us too much, and I think I can be happy with that.